Alright, so buckle in. Today we got some real fun stuff to talk about. We are talking about the best teams, the best possible teams to speed farm, to quickly farm the newest, again, event, which is the Demonic Beast event on a 2x rate, right? Because again, remember this, you first getting card sets on a 2x rate and the drop rewards on a 2x rate. So remember, this is going to be a very good event if you need to go and finish up any relics here for the first 4 Demonic Beasts. Obviously, the 5th one is a brand new one, so you really can't get much here on this event. It's obviously just mainly for these things. So again, do keep that in mind. Does this even drop a card? I don't even know. No, it doesn't, so there's no point in even farming that one yet. So this drops a card, correct? No. This drops a card 100% because you have to get a card for this, for that. Yeah, so just remember, you can now farm cards faster, so if you need any of the cards from these 3, you can now do that. So today, we're going through it. If you're new to the channel, like and subscribe. It helps out a ton. Smack that like button. This helps you out. But again, these are the best teams for each of the Demonic Beasts. We'll go through in order: Bird to Deer to Skole Hati and to Nidhogg, right? First things first, start off with the bird. The bird has become a real easy clear, right? Actually, this entire boss, and each boss has a Demonic Beast character associated to them. As time has progressed, unironically, you don't even need the Demonic Beast characters, minus the one for the last, which is, again, the squirrel. Most of the other ones actually can be cleared without the Demonic Beast character, which is kind of funny, but that's what is exactly happened. So, for the first team over here, this is not even close to what I'm trying to do, but for the first team, when it comes to the bird, what I would say is the best team to run would be this one. So I'm going to craft it, and then just talk about team building and such. Again, if there's an option here or a thing here that you don't have, you can always substitute it. I'll try to give options also to help substitute for that. But for, again, the first team, we're going to do human team. Human team, in my opinion, has 1,000,000,000% become the fastest team to clear any Demonic Beast content, or almost any Demonic Beast content. This team is an absolute freaking carry. It is not even funny how fast this team is to clear, because you have death damage 1, death damage 2, busted stats constantly post the first turn. It's insanity how quick this team can farm and how good this team is. And yes, you're going to put Rudis in here because Rudis has high single target damage. This team is the ideal team. You want attack crit on everybody, obviously speaking, other than Arthur. Again, I don't have the attack crit set for Rudis right now, but it's attack crit for everybody basically. And over here you have HP defense. That's how I've run it. But this team will insanely clear. It is so good how good this team really is. And you don't need Magilda. You do not need Magilda. This team will never really take damage because again, Arthur's taunting, and again, on top of that, they just have so much damage that you'll never get to the point of not one turning each phase. It is so good, again, this team. But remember, if you don't have Rudis, a collaboration character, you can swap him for the other character we just recently got, which is, I don't know if I leveled him up already, but he is, where is he? He's over here, Shin. Shin is the other character that you can actually swap in. Remember, this character also functions perfectly for this entire boss because he's buffing human allies. He's a 10 out of 10 character to use. If you have him, this is the other team. Again, if you don't have Rudis, that's the swap. Any other character is kind of a staple, so you can't really swap them. But again, this is 100% unequivocally the fastest team possible to farm this content. 1,000,000,000%. This is the fastest team. There is nothing else that can beat it. This is it. Correct? Now, if you don't have Magilda, there's another team that also is very fast, and one of the fastest teams without Magilda, that is going to be basically Mael, that is going to be Queen Ellie, that is going to be Margaret. Doesn't have to be LR. I cleared back then without LR Margaret. And then the last one doesn't really matter. It's either you run Tarmiel or Sariel. Sariel has a counter, but it's up to you. It's between these two, whoever you want. I ran this just because of the buffs and such. But yeah, you can if you want to, or you can just do green Sariel because counters. But again, to bypass one of the stages, the counter will help you, but it's up to you. It's, again, either of these two characters work. We tested it, and you have so many stats and everything. It's the fastest team without Magilda. That's not human team, correct? That's there. Another quick team is going to be, again, one of the better ones, in my opinion, is 1,000,000,000%. Just a simple tier. It's a simple, if you have Freyr's Relic, Freyr will make this like a trivialized content. You can then put in anybody you want. I have seen Glass clear this very well. Albedo will clear this very well. You have even Gother. Gother will cause rank ups and such. It'll be an insane clear again with him. But again, you don't really need to because you're already hitting damage cap per attack. So you don't even need to rank up for any reason. You'll hit damage cap. So it doesn't really matter if you want to run Glass, if you want to run Albedo, if you want to run what is it? This Freya, right? That also works, but again, trivialized content because of the release, right? You can also run Anashi, obviously for more basic stats and such, but it is fully up to you. Correct? This team, again, unknown team, is the standard clear. So definitely, again, consider it with this one. It's what I used to run, and again, I've now switched mainly to human team, but this does function. Correct? So anybody you want. If it's Nanashi should be fine still, but I think that already with Freyr, you already have so many basic stats that you can just run any single target DPS. Rem also, she's become a very good PvE character because of her relic and such. So again, fully up to you. But yeah, that's kind of how it works. If you want, again, Albedo, she just counters really well and will help you bypass one of the stages because, again, you need a counter for that stage. So remember, this is it's a pretty good team. Yeah, so basically it. And again, for everything that I've shown you, it's basically attack crit. The only, again, change here is this is HP defense. Ignore this thing over here, it's HP defense, but I was using that for a different content. But there you go, okay? Very simple. That is the bird. Those are the best teams. The best teams to speed farm it. Again, without Magilda, those are the teams. With Magilda, obviously speaking, you don't need to run like this. You can literally just remove Freya and put Magilda on, correct? Make that clear with everybody. You can literally put Magilda on. If you have Magilda, she's going to make it a lot easier to run also, so just keep that in mind. I never said that really, but this could also be the team. Just, you can have Magilda. It should be fine, right? She'll cleanse, heal, and everything. So yeah, you can run Magilda. Make that clear. Run Magilda if you don't have the other two teams without her. But yeah, the best team, 100% is Human Team. Unequivocally, Human Team's the best. For me, what was my favorite team? This was my favorite team to run. Obviously speaking, now we have a new Escanor, but this is what I always ran, and I literally deemed this to be the fastest team out of everything you could possibly run back then. I now have stopped farming, again, this amount of piece content, so it's been a while since I last recorded for this and done anything for this, but in my fullest opinion, this is one of the fastest teams, okay? So if you would like to use this team, it's fully up to you. I'm offering it, it works, and it's just quick as hell, bro. But obviously, time has progressed, things have changed. What I ran on global, because again, we were testing with this character, we run Albedo over here, you will run Freyr over here. Again, you need Freyr's relic, remember that, he boosts very well. And then over here, you just run Nanashi, correct? So you're basically satisfying all attributes, obviously. This team also functions very well. I've seen a lot of people run this team and just kind of like it a lot. That's just kind of how it is. Obviously, you can swap some characters in here and there for whatever color attribute. Just make sure you have the color wheel, that requirement satisfied. But again, this is another team to go for. And it's not one that I would, again, fully run anymore just because I like my other team better, the one that I showed last time. But it's a really good team. So that is there. So just make that clear with everybody. It is a really good team. So, all right. Yeah. But beyond that, what's the fastest? So other than the first one, this is the second one. I will say the fastest, which is, again, another team that, you know, I just showed you, but this 1 billion percent can be run without Yorm. I actually have seen this be run without Yorm, which is insanity. I don't even know how that's possible, but it is, because you run Escanor, correct? A busted character, that's all it is. You will run Roxy, correct? Busted character, you already know how it is. You'll run over here, where is he? Rudis, and you will run Gamershin. That's what you're gonna do. So remember that. This team clears, literally clears. And it is insanity because you can run this without Yorm and still have a speed run. You can literally beat this, I think, in under 10 minutes and not have Yorm on your team. So if you don't have Yorm, this is the team to use. Again, there is no replacements to anybody on this team because without Yorm, it's very hard. And this team is the only one that really trivializes it per se. But if you have Yorm, run the other two teams, correct? That's simply the case. If you have Yorm, run the other two teams. But in my opinion, this unequivocally is one of the fastest teams. So just keep that in mind. But that is the gear content. Obviously, again, gear sets and such. Everything is mainly, again, the same thing that I just told you. They're all attack crit, obviously. And that's it. So pretty simple stuff. Associations, you'll just go about it, working on it. Some people will be attacked. Just obviously the ones that always will do the least damage. Give them Tarm Link. That's kind of how you will design the teams there on associations. That's really it there. But for this, what is my favorite team? This is basically my favorite team. It's just not Fitoria. It's Glass. It's Albedo. This, in my opinion, is my favorite team to clear this. It's, again, I don't know if it's the fastest anymore, but it was, in my opinion, the fastest and most safe because with Albedo's counter, it'll help you a lot if you miss one of the damage caps. And in my opinion, it perfectly checked out. And I still run this. I don't care about anything else. I still run this. The other ones that I ran were, it was Melly, it was the new Ellie, correct? It was Freyr, and it was Thonar, correct? So that's also another team which I would fully highly recommend. Another team that I've seen on JP Twitter, by the way, and this is a crazy team. When I run this, I don't know, but apparently they were beating this again in sub 10 minutes, which is insanity. I don't know how you're doing that, but you are. It's going to be Escanor. It's going to be obviously still Thonar. You need her here. You really don't have a what is it? You don't have a thing where you can have her. You need her. So again, you have Thonar. You'll also have what is it? It's demon now. So demons. Where's demons? you will have, where is he? You have Demon King, because again, after phase 2, he ranks up, so permanently damage dealing is ranked up, and it's insanity, so remember that. And then you will have Melee. So this team is so freaking fast, it is not even funny. Again, it's this team or it's Albedo team, in my opinion. Those are like the two best teams. Or that other team that I told you, which is again Melee, Ellie, which is Queen Elizabeth. Queen Elizabeth, it's going to be Thonar, and it's going to be Freyr. You need Freyr. Remember that. This team don't really need Freyr. Yes, you're going to keep getting, I think, Ignites, but you're going to keep cleansing most of them, and you will just be able to destroy. Like, literally, there will be moments, and a lot of the times, where you just kill, like, one turn of the phase, right? So you're not actually taking any damage other than the end part, which you'll lifesteal back later. So that's how this one works. In my opinion, very good team. Again, everyone's going to be attack crit. If you want to run this on HP defense, you can. Everyone's attack crit. Association, I will always give Thonar the freaking Tarm Link, because she always chooses to die on me. Always. I will always give her the Tarm Link. I also run crit resistance on her just because it's the best way for me. But yes, I will always, till the end of time, give her Tarm Link because she always dies. Any other link doesn't matter for these three, but I will always give her Tarm Link. So please keep that in mind. And again, attack crit for everybody. If you want to run this on HP defense, doesn't really matter. I see people do it, but it's up to you. And for, again, Albedo's the only HP defense character, really. That's just what I think there. But Skole Hati, again, this has become more trivialized, much easier to clear. And I do think that whatever I showed you here is like the better teams for it. There are more teams. Remember, there are more teams out there. But what I'm trying to show here is obviously the faster teams. You can literally go and concoct a random unknown team and definitely cook it. Goddess team also. There was a Goddess team that ended up working back then when I originally tested it. So Goddess team does work because, again, Mayel and Ellie are a really freaking good team for it. Human team, I don't know so much. I've never actually tried it, and I don't know if I would recommend it, because I think that what this team is, it's just enough coverage where you don't, but shred it. For this, simply put, this is the team without the main team. This, in my opinion, is still one of the fastest teams without the main team. I think when I originally made the video without, again, Mayel and all the other characters, I got this to clear in 13 minutes. Not the fastest, but it was pretty good. This is the best without Mayel, without Freya, without anything. That's just what I always would get from it. You have to make sure that she's the lowest HP, so she always gets attacked. Remember that. That's like the main only gimmick. She will get HP defense. He'll get attack crit. I always give him an HP defense, and I always give her HP defense. But again, attack crit over here, HP defense here. Can be attack crit or HP defense. That's up to you. And this is 100% HP defense because, again, that's there. And you'll give her Tarm Link, and that's it. This is the team that I ran back then to make the video, and it's the best team without Mayel. All right, without Mayel. But what's the best team, again, to farm this the fastest? That is the easiest thing to be simply put here. You will then go to just the Goddess tab. You will go to Mayel. You will go to over here and find Freya, and you're done. Freya's here. This is unequivocally the fastest team. There is no doubt about it. This is the fastest team out there to clear. Again, this is it. 100%. So if you have this team, run it. This is the perfect team. Again, my gear sets will be a little bit wonky here, but it's I can show it to you actually. For her, I do have an HP defense and an attack crit, but for her, I actually run attack crit because I just like it. And she doesn't really die ever, so I don't really need to. Her, I will always run HP defense, always. For her, I will always run attack crit. If you see it, it's over here, attack crit. It's like the usual set or the main set that you always give her. And then for my yell, it's always attack crit. All right? Yeah, always attack crit, so... yeah, that's the best team, 100% fastest team. There's no one, I think, in my opinion, faster than this one. But there is a team that works that's not this one, and I think that is... so if you don't have Mayel, only that's like the thing that you lose, basically. But you do this, right? You just, that's it. Simple. This is the team that I used to run. But again, if you have Mayel, it's much easier. So why would you kind of run this, right? Because again, that's where we're at. Mayel is just, again, people might say that they don't have him, so this is the team that I used to run. I still think that this is also the fastest. That's without Mayel, but again, the fastest team is 100% with Mayel, and what is it, with the full Goddess, with the Demonic Beast unit, and then obviously the Demonic Beast Relic. I still think, again, that's it, but without it is the other team with Deanne. There is an escort team that's like floating around. I don't know if I'd recommend it because it is a little bit more RNG, and you do require, in my opinion, you do require to have, what is it, like a high box CC. It's not easy. People will always say it's easy. I tried it. It didn't work for me. So I was like, I'm giving up. There's no way. But again, JP Twitter, they were cooking with it, and I couldn't get it working. I kept dying. So, or someone kept getting crit like the wrong way. But yeah, so with that, wrap it up there. That's basically what I got for you. Gear sets, I think you already know. HP defense, attack crit. That's what I do. If you want to switch it up, if someone's dying constantly and whatever, that's there. But that's, in my opinion, the best teams for each of these bosses. Again, I tried giving alternatives too. I have so many guides on the channel if you want to go check into them. I've never really recorded for the human team. I don't think I've actually uploaded one of those other than back then with Arthur. So if you want to check back on the channel, there's some of those. But yeah, if you want me to run one of these teams in a future video, I can definitely do that. But as of right now, it's already 15 minutes in just team building. So hopefully it helped you. But again, now active. Let me know if you want any of the teams recorded in a video. Let me know. I'll try to get that done. But there is that. Yeah, take care. Have fun. Peace out.